Dr. Jennifred Maurice Adjei, lawyer, Wadaroma, Mayemu Achimu Akwabema Onua 95.1. Bibia Boko there.
Yes, I don't be Boko.
The last time you knew Din Komo, Emma, who explained, and Sema a course, a bright chill client, and any one sem be Emma Utro petition credit command IGP on the abuse of power by the divisional police commander of the Futu district or something. As it stands now, I what say?
As it stands now, no, the petition, I have not received any letter of acknowledgement from the Inspector General of Police. But I'm saying next Friday, so Wednesday, as part of Louisa honoring the bail conditions, police for for her to be reporting daily, she went there on Wednesday and she was detained on Wednesday. Now, in some police for say different charges are almost assigned at their previous one. Mind you, the previous charge, and I'm so Emma Omode that military style ever sweeping away from the courtroom. Now is based on forgery of official documents and then conspiracy to forge official documents.
Lawyer Basho Nyabutre Wadaroma, a conspiracy to forge documents.
Yes, conspiracy to forge official documents and forgery.
Okay, man go school and board day, Mr. Conspiracy to forge documents. Nichi, you can say?
Nichi no, Yebeka say nipa mienu bia Yesu say omwaka omutia bom say omubedi bone. In this case, no bone na ye forgery of official documents, but conspiracy here say nipa mienu ebe nyaka omutri abom edisa bone no.
Interesting. Enti eno na sisi amana kwa kopie say.
Enti eno na Wednesday police for detaining in PM and Omuka said now they are coming up with new charges, other additional charges. Conspiracy to possessing voter ID card. Any possession of voter ID card. And case Louisa, it is Louisa, any one of young cancer campaign officers. And no na omodesa and I'm soon to omodesa conspiracy about become. Na omoditeni Wednesday, until Wednesday omo njano ama nanko. Until Thursday ayenra anopa around 8:30 more. And omo catch Louisa say omo de no air court. Eti me wa cry na me wo case early in the morning. Me wa cry na mo friend me say this is what the police are telling her. And I was like, "Oh, the nipa no be court." I said, "At least I was a woman of prior notice." Now nipa no making arrangements to get a lawyer to represent her. So because of the then I had to get somebody else to represent me over there. And you drew court, and omode charge sheet, Emma, and funny enough, you did charge sheet, Emma, in fact, me ma omo sending me copy. And when I saw the copy, and I saw conspiracy to possession of voter ID card. And then possession of voter ID card. And Louisa Diano, the conspiracy to possessing. And
lawyer, Wadaroma, Katrini be conspiracy to possessing, not just or what you probably say or the BC and as saying.
Anna, say police no esusu say oni ne campaign officer no aye adwonko abopo bi say omukita amanfo voters ID card. And on the conspiracy no. And I was surprised. In fact, now let me one crack because it was police station and I paid I was surprised because who the charges of the forgery of official documents and then the conspiracy to forge official documents. Because later on, I think the police got to know that offense, when they bring it against them, they knew it was not going to work. And I'm sure in their own way, they dropped that those two earlier charges. Now, what is more worrying is that Louisa was denied bail after the lawyer Nana hold the brief let's say court and they say motion for her bail. I was surprised because the offense now they are born on one, it is a misdemeanor. Now you can misdemeanor just a offense to cry and say if offense because also the punishment for that kind of possession it is up to 1 year. Secondly, Louisa is a candidate, is a parliamentary candidate contesting for an election where even Monday, special voting, the court knew that Louisa should be present for this assignment at thirdly, as a parliamentary candidate, the essence of bill is that you will appear before court anytime you are called. And as a parliamentary candidate, Louisa has always been a resident of Winneba. She is not flight risk, and she has nothing like say baby.
All right.
Why would you run for
Council Jinasu? My colleague back up person Bisawasa.
Council.
Yeah.
Charge no more the born no. Conspiracy to possess an ID card. Possession of an ID card per law, is it criminal?
Someone's ID card.
Possession of the ID card, in law, yes, as part of the electoral regulations,
Yes.
Yes, it is criminal. But
to possess is it possess an ID card?
It's unlawful.
Thank you.
No, it is not just possessing it.
Yes.
It becomes criminal when its possession is unlawful.
Yes.
And she said, "What about to me say, Ebia, Mikita, who ankasa who ID card? Now, one kasa na what the mom say, me fankita no.
Yes.
To me, kasa because I am in possession of assume the ID card, it is criminal.
Yes. So
you should be able to prove
unlawful.
So cancer. That it becomes unlawful. Say ID card no woman chain. Now you needed the ID card, but you cannot get the ID card because possession, either direct or abstract possession, except that ebia nipano or per ID card na insan to minka, then it becomes unlawful. Or better still, you are in unlawful possession of the ID card. Is that not the case?
Yes. When you are in unlawful possession of the ID card, it means that the person now who gets the ID card you don't have the consent of the person to possess or to hold his ID card. That is what it means.
Okay. So Cecilia, our client, Cecilia, I reminded no. Nyame aduma Monday, call akwa special voting. She needs to be on the ground and monitor one or two things. Have you considered, say, from the High Court, you really want to go to the Court of Appeal to, as it were, quash the decision of the High Court in denying your client a bail?
For now, no. There are other steps that we are taking, but we are not at least for the court to have remanded her unreasonably, because honestly, for this her remand I think it is unreasonable because, one, the offense is a misdemeanor. Two, the person is a parliamentary candidate contesting for an election. And so for a court to deny her bail on this, it means that it is using it as a form of punishment against her. And you see, you cannot use bail as a form of punishment against a person. That is what is worrying. Because taking all these things into consideration, the court ought to have given her bail. Even though the bail is discretionary, she is innocent. And once you are innocent until proven guilty, the court has every right to protect that right that you have and not to use it as a form of punishment against you. And see, what we seek to do is, we seek to repeat the bill application on Monday and see what the outcome of it will be.
But you feel say obi na ehye baby na o miamia bibi just to get your client behind bars?
I mean, from last week Wednesday up to today, nobody can convince me that nobody is pushing certain things or pushing a certain agenda. Nobody can convince me of that. Somebody certainly is pushing a certain agenda.
Do you have any suspicion?
Because, of course, we have our own suspicions, but we do not want to disclose names. But we know these things are politically motivated.
Council Buame, is it the same? Council Buame, is it the same court? And Eka say, Mama Omonchi woman, Mama police for and chi woman. No, is it the same court or more than the choir court remanding in Nana?
No, that was a different court. The first one was the High Court, was the Winnipeg High Court.
Okay.
But where they took her was the District Court.
Baby, I'm remanding in the District Court.
Yes, the remanding is the Winnipeg District Court.
Oh, okay. So you cannot go to
but
the
where
High
the
Court.
incident happened last week, now you appear before the judge, was
That court to be.
Monday, there were two cases. First one, injunction application against the Electoral Commission. And no, High Court. And a second one, for her reappearance in court for the criminal side of it, on Monday.
But I can say injunction against the Electoral Commission to do what? Say on stop elections, Nana.
Exactly.
But the election is supposed to take place on Monday. So
yes.
During the process, can you sort to enjoint the Electoral Commission when the process has already voted?
Of course, the court has every power to do that.
Based on what?
Well, if you have a land, if you have a land and somebody is building on your land, the person has laid a foundation. It still does not stop the court from injuncting the person from continuing. And what is going to happen on Monday is just a special voting,
which is also part of the voting process.
The general voting itself is going to take, I believe, on Saturday.
On Saturday, yes. Yes.
Yes. So the court has every right to injunct the process, and we are seeking to injunct the process because right from the word go, when Louisa became a candidate, the Electoral Commission never gave her the list of the registered voters, and we know that it forms.
So the Electoral Commission aired. Electoral Commission for you from so.
Yes, Electoral Commission aired.
It's Yanuntina original so kase opeso de tabo de to Electoral Commission buy babeto so no.
Exactly.
I see.
Because she is going into an election, she has that she doesn't know the total number of registered voters. She doesn't know even the special voters, the number of people who are going to vote. She doesn't know even the polling stations that those voting are going to be undertaken. She has no data. The Electoral Commission has relegated her to the background. Meanwhile, this state Electoral Commission
Omeki any request to the Electoral Commission seeking for the total number of registered voters?
the Electoral Commission by law
yes.
is supposed to give it
granted.
every candidate.
Granted. But the Electoral Commission for 1 year, or no as a candidate, or make any request whatsoever.
Yes, Onua as a candidate to place a request when the data was not coming.
And what did the Electoral Commission say?
Yet, Onua and Katano.
Electoral Commission acknowledged the receipt of the request.
In fact, it was a Viva Voce request that was made.
See.
It was a Viva Voce request that was made.
I see.
And they did not bother to attend to her because throughout the electoral process, and Katano, she has been relegated. She has been relegated.
By who?
By the Electoral Commission.
Is it because of the actions of the Electoral Commission that feel say or yet relegated, and now say Electoral Commission has made it known that she's been relegated?
Of course, if I am going to an election and you have not given me data, you have not informed me of the polling station where I am supposed to even take my agent. When you are going to even pick the ballot and the ballot boxes from the regional level to the constituency level, you invited the other candidates to represent two officers, and you never called me to bring my officers. Obviously, you have relegated me to the background. It means I am not important. Meanwhile, you are the Electoral Commission who has cleared me to go and contest, and I have paid for it. It is not free. She has paid for it.
Interesting. And the council, or see her now. We are paying a key attention to this very particular issue, and we will follow up accordingly. Why?
Because, can you imagine NPP and NDC going into an election without a voters list? What would have happened?
It's going to bring a lot of issues.
Exactly.
I agree. You're 100% right. I agree.
Thank you very much.
I'm grateful for your time. Lawyer Jennifred Maurice Adjei, a lawyer for the independent parliamentary candidate, Louisa Buabeng.
Onua 95.1 FM. Yeah, Jennifred.